right. We know the challenge ahead, going to Carolina on the road. I really think when you look, their last 6 games, they've played really good ball. I think they've turned the corner. I think Coach Canales is doing a really good job. He's got good coordinators in there. They're creative. They got talent on all 3 phases. So we're going to have to play good ball going there. But you look at it, they won 2, hit the bye. I think that, Kansas City was a 1-score game. Tampa was a 1-score game. Philly was a 1-score game. Those are all playoff teams. So this team's turned the corner, and they're doing good. So we're going to have to play our brand of ball, have a chance to win. What do we got?
As good as they had played over that stretch, do you then – it wasn't as good last week. Do you almost not look at that as –
Well, the reason it wasn't good last week, in my opinion, which our guys know, is the takeaways, the ball. So you lose the takeaway battle like they did, and you're not going to beat anybody. That's happened to us. So, they know the value of the ball. That's real.
I know you're not the front office guy, but is there a boost? It feels like with the fans there's a boost with Buddha getting his extension. Do you guys get a boost internally when a guy gets rewarded like that?
No, I'm happy. I'm happy for Buddha. Good job by, obviously Michael and Monty getting that done. What was really cool through the process, because I wasn't too involved in that, I know what was going on, obviously, but Buddha wanted to be here, and that's really cool. And so the sides came together and made it work, and I'm happy we have him. Obviously, you guys know what he means to the team, to the city, to myself, to the coaches. Can't put a price tag on it, so I'm glad he's signed up here.
Being in your position, what does it mean to just have James, Yelda, and Buddha to know that they're going to be here beyond?
Huge, really good players with a lot of leadership with those guys, which is huge to me, because I think they help keep everybody in alignment, and they're premier players. You know what I mean? So it's like, and they're good people. So that's who we want to build the team around, and I think that the value of continuity, especially in today's NFL, it might be undervalued by some people, not this building.
There's a philosophy out there that when things like this happen, it sends a message to younger guys that you do the right thing, then you'll get taken care of in time. Do you ascribe to that at all?
You'd have to ask those guys. I mean, I think, I'm sure they see the number, and I'm sure they're like, oh, well, that'd be cool, But I think what's cool is if you do things the right way, you'll have a chance to get rewarded. You know what I mean? So, he does everything right. And obviously he's, you work for that type of contract, and the tool that you use the most is the grass, right? But I always talk to those younger guys, players on our team when we onboard them, this and that, like he brings other value. That's when you're willing to say, hey, what kind of value do you bring to the organization, And the grass is the most important, but that's not just the only piece to the puzzle. And, the guys that we've rewarded, they bring a lot to the table. They bring a lot of value to this organization.
Have long bought in to what you and this front office want to have here, but when you have arguably the heart and soul on both sides of the ball, choose to re-sign here, not even test free agency, does that have a trickle-down effect to the other players of when you've got players like James and Buddha that see the vision and like the future and foundation here, it can have a trickle-down effect?
Yeah, I would think, you know what I mean? And everyone's path is a little bit different, you know what I mean, when it's their time to, quote unquote, hit the market. But it's important to me that guys like walking into the building, and they like what's going on. They feel like they have a chance to win. They like the people that they're surrounded with. They like how we, in essence, that's all of our roles. Anyone that doesn't have a jersey, your role is to serve the player. Everyone's role is different, but it's all the same. Their directive by me and Monty is serve the players. You know what I mean? So I think the players see value in that. And it's cool that they wanted to be here.
there's a lot of talk about the quote-unquote rookie wall with first-year guys having to play a little bit longer into the season than they normally have. Is that something you believe in? And if so, how do you kind of combat that?
Yeah, I mean, the key thing is you might, you talk about your 5 buckets, but you got to maximize those rookies know some energy as you get longer into the year. You might have to, you only got so much every day, right? You can fill 1 cup every day. Well, that energy, where you put your time into and your focus into might change a little bit, you know what I mean? So now it might not be, obviously you got to know the plan, but it might be a little more dealing with your health bucket than the mental part of the plan, you know what I mean? So you just got to restructure. It comes down to me for those guys and even the vets too, because they go through, yes, they've went through many seasons, but they're getting older too, you know what I mean? Each year they go through a 17-game season, a training camp, all that. They're getting older too. So I think it just comes down to self-awareness and consistency and making sure that they're staying on point, displaying winning behavior, all the things that we talk about, which we believe. That's why we just kind of keep talking about the same things. Like, it's real. You got to make sure that you're doing everything that you can to put your best foot forward on Sundays to help the team.
With a guy like Bryce Young, is it hard to know what you're going to be getting with him when he's been in the lineup, then he comes out and he's back in? Do you only look at the most recent games? Can you get anything out of when he played earlier in the year?
Yeah, a lot. Yeah, a lot. I think he's really taken a step forward, with the playmaking ability. I think he's got good command. Obviously, he's mobile. That's real. And you're not going to trick him too much for being a second-year guy. So, yeah, we got a big challenge ahead.
A name we haven't asked about in a while, Michael Carter. What have you seen from him just this year in practice?
Been awesome. Loves the practice, loves the play. He's ready to go every day. He's an energy giver, you know what I mean, for all 3 phases. Does a really good job for us, prepares the right way. He's ready to go.
How close is Matt Prater to returning?
He'll be out there kicking today. You'll see him out there booting it today.
The addition you guys made earlier this week, waiver claim, was it Robinson?
Jamie Robinson.
Yeah. You guys did some homework on him pre-draft?
A lot, yeah. I Florida State, you know what I mean? I saw him. I got to catch up with him last night. I'm glad we got him. Yeah, I had a high opinion of him coming out, and I'm looking forward to take it day by day. I'm looking forward to, him getting acclimated in how do we do things. But he's a high energy, loves ball, loves to compete, tough, multiple position guy. So we'll see if we can get him going.